In a world where dreams intertwine with reality, and every individual's journey is woven with challenges and opportunities, the name David Harris emerged as one of those young entrepreneurs who dared to shoulder great ambitions. David, a determined and visionary businessman, always believed in transforming bold ideas into tangible realities that could change the landscape of financial technology. This is his epic tale, a saga of dazzling success and devastating failure. A journey from pain to a triumphant comeback stronger than ever. The birth of a dream. Amid ambition. David was raised in a bustling city that never slept, a place where challenges and competition were part of everyday life. From a very young age, he saw obstacles as opportunities, and every failure as a lesson enriching his experience. For him, success wasn't just an unattainable goal, but a path filled with risks and decisive moments. He drew inspiration from stories of entrepreneurs who defied the odds and etched their names in history with brilliance. After years of study and hard work, David launched his startup in the realm of financial technology. He was convinced that innovation was the key to transforming the economic game. With his revolutionary idea and daring spirit, he managed to secure a $5 million investment from backers who saw in him the spark of the future. The doors to endless opportunities swung wide open. The company was built on strong foundations and attracted a team of creative engineers and innovators, all of whom looked up to David not only as a businessman, but as an inspiring leader carrying a vision that could reshape history. Chapter 1. The dawn and the first taste of success. The company quickly began to flourish, with its advanced products and services proving their merit in the global financial market. The digital platform, which combined cutting-edge financial technology with artificial intelligence, became a focal point for both investors and customers. In meetings, David exuded confidence as he eloquently explained how technology could revolutionize financial services by boosting efficiency, reducing costs, and offering innovative solutions to complex problems. Success was not just a numerical achievement on financial reports, it was a tangible reality experienced by everyone involved. The number of users grew exponentially, positive feedback poured in, and major corporations soon eyed the startup for potential partnerships to transform their own ideas into practical solutions. The atmosphere was filled with optimism and determination, and every new day allowed David to write another remarkable chapter in his success story. Chapter 2. One decision that changed the course of history. Yet, as in all journeys, there came a critical moment amid the early successes. In the midst of the optimism, David made a decision that was supposed to boost his company's market position, but instead ignited a series of disastrous events. In an attempt to rapidly expand his business, he chose to partner with an entity whose reputation did not match the standards such a venture required. This decision was based on a superficial analysis, neglecting to consider the inherent risks. The result was a staggering financial loss. The company became entangled in complex deals that only led to mounting debts. In just 6 short months, the once bright dream of David crumbled, and the debts began to pile up so quickly that despair overwhelmed anyone in his position. The shock of the losses was almost unbearable. Investors who had once trusted David's vision started demanding the return of their funds, and the financial and psychological pressures became overwhelming. Chapter 3. The Descent and the Disillusionment. In those challenging moments, David found himself alone against a raging storm. Friends who had once been partners in his journey turned into strangers, many stepping back out of fear of personal loss. The initial funding was no longer sufficient to cover the burgeoning losses, and problems began to arise one after another. Every passing day brought new challenges, from legal claims and investor pressure to threats, and even extortion attempts by those eager to exploit his vulnerability. In these dark hours, David felt as though he had lost everything. The dream he once nurtured since childhood had transformed into a nightmare that haunted every corner of his life. His morale hit rock bottom, and hope seemed to vanish from the horizon. Yet even amid this steep descent, a spark within him refused to extinguish. He knew that failure was not the end, but a lesson in becoming stronger in the face of adversity. Chapter 4: The Turning Point and the Comeback from the Abyss. Just when everyone believed that David's story had reached its end, he decided to turn the tables entirely. Aware that the road to survival was riddled with risks and that second chances were rare, he placed his final bet on a daring idea, one that no one had ever dared to try before. This idea was rooted in combining the latest digital technologies with groundbreaking financial solutions in a manner that defied conventional norms and opened new horizons in the world of transactions. David began to rebuild his team from scratch, attracting fresh talent who believed in his vision and the potential for change. Brainstorming sessions and heated discussions became the hallmark of this phase, as the team sought solutions to every problem they encountered. They faced numerous obstacles, including betrayal by former partners and direct threats aimed at halting their new project. However, the spirit of determination and challenge proved stronger than any barrier. Over the following months, David and his team encountered a series of challenges that inched them closer to success. Every step was laden with risk, and they had to deal with market pressures, legal hurdles, and fierce competition. Yet, despite every obstacle, David never wavered from his goal. Instead, his resolve grew even stronger, fueling his determination to reclaim his past glory. Chapter 5: The Birth of the New Project and the Dawn of Hope. David's idea gradually transformed into a tangible project. By developing an innovative model that combined blockchain technology with artificial intelligence, he offered secure and transparent financial solutions for both investors and customers. It wasn't long before early signs of success began to emerge. The market recognized in this innovation exactly what it had been seeking: a blend of security and transparency that restored trust among the investors who had once lost hope. News of the new project spread quickly through the media and social networks. David's story became an inspiring example of how to turn failure into an epic comeback. Journalists and analysts from around the world flocked to write about his astonishing journey, and his tale soon became a source of inspiration for aspiring entrepreneurs facing similar challenges. With this surge of success, both old and new investors began competing to partner with his venture, offering David the chance to rebuild his reputation and present a new model that demonstrated how innovation could overcome any obstacle. This period marked a rebirth for him, a transformation from a broken young man into an inspiring leader, carrying a forward-thinking vision that redefined success in the business world. Chapter 6: Rising to the Summit and Global Expansion. Over time, David did not limit his success to the local arena. With a keen strategic mind and the ability to read market shifts, he managed to capture the attention of investors worldwide. His expansion plans were comprehensive, and soon his new project began forming partnerships with leading banks and financial institutions, establishing itself as a key player in the global fintech industry. Success was not a matter of luck. It was the result of relentless effort, long hours of hard work, and a commitment to excellence. Every new partnership and every milestone achieved turned David's story into a living legend recounted at conferences and seminars around the world. His name became synonymous with creativity and innovation in finance. David always believed that true success only comes to those willing to take risks and think outside the box. Every challenge he encountered only deepened his determination and earned him the respect and admiration of everyone in the business and financial sectors. Chapter 7: The Final Challenges and the Pivotal Turns. As with every epic tale, David's journey was not without its final grueling challenges. trials that tested his resolve and determination to the utmost. Forces opposed to him emerged, determined by all means to stop his progress. From competitors feeling threatened by his new project to shadowy groups employing extortion and intimidation, the obstacles seemed designed to force him to abandon his innovative idea. David met these challenges with unparalleled courage, keeping in mind that failure is not an end, but a stepping stone to renewal. One particularly dark night, amid waves of anxiety and deep introspection, he set one clear goal: to reclaim his honor and prove that creativity can emerge from suffering. That night marked a turning point when he realized he needed to be stronger than any circumstance and to draw strength from every hardship he had endured. He began reevaluating every past decision, seeking advice from legal and financial experts to restructure his new project in a way that would safeguard its future success. The task was formidable, as he had to contend with overwhelming debts and immense psychological pressure. Yet his determination and unwavering will to rise above the crisis enabled him to overcome every obstacle. He understood that second chances are reserved for those bold enough to stand up again after a fall. Chapter 8: Renewal and Transformation into a Beacon of Hope. Thanks to relentless perseverance and meticulous planning, the new project began to bear fruit. The market responded to the innovative solutions it offered, and the company's value steadily increased. What had once been a shattered dream was now a symbol of hope and innovation in the business world. David's success was not solely his own. He and his team had become an example of how a crisis could be transformed into an opportunity for renewal and prosperity. Media outlets closely followed every move, and success stories about the company proliferated in newspapers and specialized magazines. David's journey became a model for many entrepreneurs looking for inspiration in the face of adversity. At international conferences, he was invited as a keynote speaker to share his unique experience and to demonstrate how failure could serve as a catalyst for success. On a personal level, David was no longer the broken young man who had lost everything. Instead, he had evolved into a leader and an inspiration, capable of overcoming crises and rebuilding relationships. He regained self-confidence and reconnected with those around him, even with friends who had once abandoned him during his darkest hours. He came to understand that true human connections are measured not by financial gain, but by loyalty and genuine support, even under the harshest conditions. Chapter 9: Triumph and Fulfilling the Dream. As time passed, David's new project became a landmark in the fintech world. The company expanded at an unprecedented pace, and its innovative solutions began to make a global impact. Success was no accident. It was the fruit of relentless work, a refusal to accept defeat, and a deep belief that every setback was a lesson on the road to growth. The company reached its pinnacle in a historic moment when it announced a strategic deal with one of the world's largest financial institutions. That deal served as undeniable proof that bold creativity and determination ultimately lead to victory, no matter the obstacles. Today, David Harris stands as a symbol of success born from failure, a testament to the idea that willpower and resolve can turn every loss into a stepping stone toward a brilliant future. His journey taught him invaluable lessons. Every experience, every mistake, enriched his wisdom and honed his ability to make sound decisions during critical moments. His experience also underscored the value of genuine friendship and steadfast support, showing that real success lies not only in financial wealth or fame, but in the resilience to rise after every fall. Conclusion: Lessons from a journey of hope and renewal. The saga of David Harris serves as an eternal lesson in determination and rebirth. He proved that failure is not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter, one that holds countless opportunities to learn and grow. His story teaches us that every decision, no matter how big or small, carries consequences that can change the course of our lives. It reminds us that daring to take risks is a hallmark of every successful entrepreneur. In the end, David stands as a beacon of hope and challenge, a man who refused to be defeated by life's harsh circumstances and rebuilt his dream on even stronger, more resilient foundations. His story is not merely a recounting of past events. It is a message for everyone facing life's hardships. True success comes to those who believe that every ending holds the promise of a new beginning. In a rapidly changing world, tales of perseverance and bold innovation remain guiding lights, inspiring us to move forward despite all obstacles. David Harris's experience reminds us that while life is fraught with challenges, each one is an opportunity to rediscover ourselves and rebuild our dreams. It shows that failure can be the cornerstone of triumph, and every tear can shine as a beacon of hope. Through his remarkable journey, David confirms that anyone can become the architect of change in their own life if they dare to transform pain into strength and failure into a precious lesson. His story remains an enduring source of inspiration for all who dare to dream big, a timeless reminder. Never give up, for every end carries within it the seed of a new beginning. Additional chapter. Reflecting on a long journey toward maturity. David's path was never lined with roses. He endured many years of internal battles and external conflicts. At every stage of his journey, he learned a new lesson about life and business. Countless nights were spent alone, reflecting on past decisions and weighing them against the harsh lessons life had taught him. These moments were not just capitulations to sorrow, they were opportunities for growth and wisdom. There were days when David felt trapped in a labyrinth with no exit, where betrayal and frustration intertwined with the hope for renewal. Yet he remained steadfast in his belief that every challenge was a lesson that would eventually make him a better man. In those moments of deep reflection, the idea for his new project began to crystallize in his mind, a vision that technology could not only ease financial transactions, but also serve as a tool for achieving true financial justice and transparency in a world increasingly divided by wealth disparities. David gathered experts from various fields, technology, economics, even psychology, to collaboratively build a unique model that defied traditional norms. Open dialogue and constructive debates became the essence of this phase, as everyone realized that revolutionary ideas require collective support and tireless teamwork. Thus, the notion of turning failure into success and evolving from a mere startup into a global institution began to take shape. Additional chapter. Perseverance amid the storms. As time went on, new challenges emerged to test David and his team's resolve. They encountered complex technical issues while developing the foundation of the new system, alongside regulatory pressures from authorities unaccustomed to such revolutionary ideas. Every time it seemed that collapse was imminent, David reminded his team that success is forged in the fire of adversity. In one pivotal meeting, David spoke candidly about his past mistakes, emphasizing that every misstep was a necessary part of the journey towards something better. His words resonated with the team, instilling in them a renewed sense of purpose. There was no room for retreat. They all realized that every passing minute represented an opportunity that, if missed, could cost them dearly. With their determination reignited, the team overcame technical and regulatory hurdles. They developed a smart platform that perfectly balanced security with transparency, earning them the trust of clients and a formidable position in the global market. The project became a symbol of the technological revolution in finance and a testament to the indomitable spirit of perseverance. Additional chapter. Encounters of change and personal transformation. Among the unforgettable moments in David's journey were his encounters with investors and fellow entrepreneurs from around the globe. These meetings were not mere business transactions, but opportunities to exchange experiences and discuss the future of the global economy and the role of technology in shaping it. David listened intently to every story of success and failure, drawing inspiration to refine his project further. He firmly believed that learning from others was one of the most valuable secrets to achieving success. At an international conference, he spoke about how failure is not an endpoint, but the beginning of a journey of self-discovery and unlocking one's latent potential. His words touched the hearts of many young people struggling to overcome life's challenges, and his story became a living example of how unwavering will can create change even in the darkest times. Furthermore, his meetings with new investors opened doors he had never imagined. Offers to expand his operations into new markets began to pour in, helping him rebuild the confidence in his project. These encounters marked crucial turning points when David realized that the world was still brimming with opportunities for those bold enough to try and firmly believe in their vision. Additional chapter: a return to the roots and an indelible legacy. As his successes continued to multiply, David never forgot his roots or the hardships he had faced at the beginning of his career. He came to believe that true strength lies in one's ability to help others and share one's experiences with the next generation. David started to launch initiatives aimed at supporting young entrepreneurs, offering workshops and lectures on overcoming adversity and transforming creative ideas into successful projects. He maintained that his success was incomplete unless it made a difference in the lives of others. To that end, he established an investment fund dedicated to nurturing startups in developing countries, believing that innovation transcends geographical and economic boundaries. David had become not only a successful businessman, but also a public figure who inspired others with his message of resilience and innovation. In his interactions with youth, he stressed the importance of patience and persistence, often saying, "Every failure is a step toward success if we learn the right lesson." His words ignited the spirit of challenge and pushed many to strive for excellence. Despite the numerous obstacles he had faced, David continued to believe that true determination could overcome any setback, and that every experience was a stepping stone toward a brighter future. Conclusion: lessons from a long journey toward glory. David Harris's journey concludes as a story that will be recounted for generations, a tale of a man who started from nothing and swiftly transformed into a symbol of hope and renewal. He proved that success isn't reserved for those living in luxury, but is the result of unwavering determination and the belief that failure is merely the beginning of a new journey. His message to the world was clear: never lose hope, for every challenge is a lesson that can make a difference in your life. His journey taught us that no matter how daunting the challenges, innovation can bloom from adversity, and setbacks can serve as the foundation for a brighter future. In our fast-changing world, the unwavering spirit to take risks is the key to achieving great dreams. David was not just an entrepreneur, he became a symbol of transformation and triumph, born from pain and hardship. In the end, his story is a timeless guide for anyone pursuing their ambitions amidst challenges. It reminds us that true success is not measured solely by the wealth we accumulate or the fame we achieve, but by the ability to rise after each fall and remain determined in the face of adversity. David Harris's narrative stands as an enduring beacon for all those who dare to dream big, serving as an eternal reminder: never give up. Every ending carries the promise of a new beginning.